So today we're going to be talking about the hardest things about Airborne School. But without further ado, let's get to it.
I'll still be there for you.
What is up, guys? Ben Allen back again with another video, and like I just said, we're going to be going over some of the hardest things that you'll face while in Airborne School. We have David, who has 29 jumps, in the United States Army. He's currently out, as well as Alex, who has, I don't know how many jumps, but he is also airborne qualified. So he's going to be able to share his experiences as well as David. So it's going to be a jam-packed episode for you guys. But before we get into all that, guys, we need y'all to like this video because it really helps us out. Like, more than you know, it's how our video reaches bigger audiences and gets this information out there. And we need y'all to subscribe and turn on that bell notification to where it says all. That way you'll be immediately updated whenever we drop new airborne videos, because we're doing a couple more after this, and we're doing a few infantry videos with David. So stay on the lookout for those, and you'll be able to be notified if you turn on that bell. And also,
you gotta give a shout out to Daniel.
And shout out to our buddy Daniel, who's stationed in Germany. He's on the cup right here. You probably can't see it because of the glare, but he's here in spirit, all right? And also, comment down below what you guys are excited for. Are you excited for Airborne School? Are you excited for OSIT, Basic? What are you guys excited for? Let us know. But all that being said, let's get to it. So David first, what was some of the hardest things you faced in Airborne School? I know we did a video and two videos actually talking about Airborne School already. If you guys want to talk about what the day-to-day is like, week by week, we break that down in those videos, which you guys can click either on my channel, or I'll probably put them up here for you guys. But we're doing the hardest things, David. So what were some of the hardest things you personally faced while in Airborne School?
So at the time when I was going through it, I know I had a lot of buddies that I went through basic with. There was a time where everyone was kind of just, the morale was super down. People wanted, not necessarily, okay, I'm gonna quit, but kind of like had that mindset, like, okay, fuck this shit, And I guess it kind of spread a lot. So for that, just, keep a right mindset, because I know it got to me a little bit. I got through the school. I just know that it was really shitty for everyone else to have that, like, okay, like, fuck this kind of mindset. So just that's one of the hardest things. Another thing is probably the 36-foot tower is going to be the hardest part. Or I wouldn't say hardest, but most challenging. I say jumping out the airplane is a lot easier than the tower, just because you're lower, but you're still high enough to a point to where you look down and you're gonna be like, oh shit. So that's another thing too.
And guys, also at the very end of this video, we're going to be going over a couple of tips how to get over that fear of heights / fear of jumping. So stay tuned for that. And so you said morale was down, David. Like, what led to morale just being down? Was it like the cadre? Was it just the day by day? Like, what was it exactly?
Honestly, I can't really pinpoint it. I know literally the day after, no, not the day after, the day of graduation, they walked us down in our dress blues to the rest of the formation for Airborne School. Everyone else was there like in normal uniform. We're like the freaking, new privates in our dress blues with nothing on them. Yeah, like all clean and shit. And everyone was just like looking at us like, who the fuck are these guys? Like, what the fuck? Everyone like has already spent like years in the army already, with just brand new fucking Joes just entering in. So it was kind of like I don't know, for me and the rest of my buddies that I graduated with, we were just kind of like, okay, like, what the fuck? Everyone's experiencing shit, and we're just here barely getting out of basic training. So that kind of sucked.
Okay, and then, so is that it for you? That's what you think personally were the hardest things about basic training, the low morale and also the tower and all that?
Well, that, and I am terribly afraid of falling. So going into Airborne wasn't really the I guess, best choice at the time, but once I graduated, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, nice. All right, so now on to Alex. Alex, so what was the hardest part for you, or what do you think is going to be the hardest part for some of these guys going through Airborne School?
I want to say is, like, you may not be in this situation, but I was in the situation where I was the first jumper. The hardest part was being the first jumper. It's like the first jumper, that sucks ass.
Some people like it though.
Yeah.
But
like, oh, I don't. Like, I mean, honestly, I fucking hated that shit. It's like if I was fucking in the middle or like even second, I'd be okay with it, because I'd just be in the back of my mind. It's like just because, like, I'm not gonna hold everyone up just because I didn't want to jump, so it'd just make me look like a bitch in front of everyone. So I was like, at that point, I just fuck it, I'm just gonna jump. And like, so that's what really made me jump out the door. Like, even if I was last, I would still jump because like everyone's gonna know I didn't jump because I was the only one. Because every single time you jump, you gotta check in. So it was like, for me, I just didn't want to look like a bitch in front of everyone, so I just did it anyways.
But you were still scared though.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I was shitting bricks.
like
Inside, I was shitting bricks. But on the outside, everyone saw like, oh, this ballsy motherfucker. Like, the fuck no, I was shitting bricks.
So being first jumper was probably the hardest thing for you. Just considering honestly, you didn't like the whole aspect of it. But you were still like, well, I gotta do it.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, fuck. And then I don't want to say it's hard for most people. I know it wasn't hard for me, but I know it's hard for like a lot of people.
Dude, literally before this video, Alex said he was OP. For those of you that don't know what OP stands for, it stands for overpowered, like an anime character or just like Goku. That's pretty much. I was like, Alex, what the heck? How are you OP, bro?
Well, that's for like going to 383 on the extended scale.
Alright, dude, cool.
That's right.
Anyway, so continue on.
Yeah.
Your PT
bro. Damn right.
Anyway, continue on. What were some of the hard
well, most of the hardest part is like for most people is like, I want to say the running, because like if you're not a good runner, you're not gonna be like in a good situation. Because one is like, if you can't run for a long period of time or with weight on you, because when you pack up your chute and everything you gotta carry on you, you gotta carry your kit and everything you brought with you. Plus you gotta count, like, I forgot how heavy the chute was.
45 pounds.
Yeah.
Plus all your gear.
Plus you gotta have that on your back, and then you have all your gear and your weapon on. So you gotta run from where you are to basically a drop off point. So basically, depending like what number jumper you were and how fast you exited, depending like where you're gonna land in drop zone. So if you're like the first jumper, you may land like not close but medium distance. If you're like in the middle, you're gonna land pretty close. But if you're the last jumper, you're gonna be the last one. You're gonna be like the one running like a mile just to go train in all your shit and to go like say like, hey, I'm alive, I made it, okay.
That's why you want to be somewhere in the middle.
Exactly.
Like middle sounds good. Alright, so would you say that's pretty much it for you guys personally? Those were the hardest things?
Yep.
I could definitely see how all that running with all that gear would be tough, bro. I would not want to do that. I'd volunteer to go first as opposed to last. Just to avoid the
worse at your unit, not the school. The school, they have it set up kind of like...
It's streamlined, right?
Yeah, okay. But at your unit, especially on Fort Bragg, there's some drop zones that kind of suck if you're the first or last jumper.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, I think that was pretty good. And so now, last but not least, like I said, we're gonna go over just a couple of ways you can help mitigate that fear of jumping, fear of falling. Because I know Alex is afraid of heights, I know David's afraid of falling, but yet they still did it. David has 29 jumps. Again, I don't know how many jumps Alex had. How many jumps do you have?
I don't know. 11, I think.
Alright, so Alex has like 11. So obviously they did it enough times to where even though they were scared, they still got through it. So guys, in your opinion, what's some of the ways they can help mitigate that, if at all any? Like, I know sometimes it's always going to be there and you just got to do it, but what's something that helps y'all like jump?
Really, I just go back to my training. Everything turns into muscle memory.
Yeah.
I know when you're hooking up and everything, going through like all the motions and stuff, it's your mind saying fuck this shit, like I do not want to do this, but then like as they're giving out commands, you're still doing them, you're still like walking down, still going. If you stop in the middle of the green light, well then that's just on you, dude. Like everything's
like you gotta think like you're stopping everyone from getting a jump. Like you may think like people are on that jump because they need a jump, because if you don't jump in a certain amount of time, you lose money. So people think, like, you don't want to fuck anyone over and them just be mad at you for no fucking, like, cause you bitched out basically.
Yeah, don't let your fear be the cause of others suffering, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
That's a good way of looking at it. Like, hey, like I may be scared, but I don't want to hold other people up, so I'm just gonna go. And also, you know, rely on your training. So refer back to what you learned and apply that to, you know, your current jump that you might be scared of doing. You know what I mean? Because obviously you've already been through Airborne School and all that stuff. You know, you have that training. You've done it before. So it's okay to do it again. So now for that first jump, right? Like, how scared were you guys? And, like, what helped to just alleviate that?
Honestly,
if anything.
Honestly, for me, being rigged up for, like, so long, because when you get rigged up, like, the way you're rigged up, everything hurts. Like, everything's, because you got 2 straps, like, on your shoulders and 2, like, close to your groin. So everything's hurting. Like, everything has to be tight, because you can't have a little slack, because then it's just more jerk for you. The more snug it is, the better it is for you. So, like, they
make sure your junk's in the right place, too.
Yeah, that too. That too. Yeah. And it's like, because if it's, like, more snug, it's, like, just more secure. And that way, like, when I was rigged up for 8 hours on my first jump, like, all I wanted to do was just to get out of that. And like, so I just ended up jumping. And like, when I finally hit the ground, like I forgot like even what they told me. I was just moving just to get out of all the rigging up that I was been in, because it was just so uncomfortable for me.
Nice. All right. I think that was, very good advice, guys. So those are some of the things you can do if you're scared of jumping. Again, think about the others you might be potentially screwing over. Rely on your training, and just be uncomfortable so you want to jump out of the plane.
Yeah.
I just want to thank David and Alex for coming on.
Can't forget Daniel.
Dude, and Daniel, our little guest
Daniel.
star on the cup, David's brother. You've seen him in one of our videos, the Combat Come Over one. But guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Comment down below what you took away from this video, what you're excited about, and also let us know if you're excited, because we're going to put out another video talking about the 3 things you should know before Airborne School here in a couple days. So be on the lookout for that. You can stay alert by subscribing and turning on that bell notification to where it says all, and you'll be immediately notified when we do drop that video. All right. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and be sure to follow our Instagrams at Ben_Allen175 and
Diamond Day 14.
and
Ibarra7899.
They're not gonna remember that.
there you go, guys. There you go. Mine's in the description, so hit it up, follow us, ask us questions. We're always available. And yeah, feel free to check out some of my other videos.
Why don't you put all our Instagrams on your description?
Dude, I'll think about it.
Might as well.
All right, you can find all of our Instagrams in the description box, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.